There's like a million lights here. How the hell am I supposed to choose? I receive all kinds of emails, from junk to invoices, but sometimes I receive something interesting, or that captivates my attention. The other day I received one mentioning a study on depression. It said something like this: depression is caused by modernity and by comfort. By comfort. Do you believe that? You know, I'm experimenting with all kinds of videos these days. I'm still trying to find my own style. This video will talk about depression. But first, let me get that study I was talking about. Dorothy Rowe once said, "Depression is a prison where you are both the suffering prisoner and the cruel jailer." Keeping a good mental health was always one of my top priorities. So I'll show you the logic and the mechanics I use to keep myself as happy as possible. I know my approach is not scientific by any means, but the only real time where I feel depressed or bummed out is when I don't follow this blueprint. In reality, nothing makes me less happy than sitting around having nothing meaningful to do. On this setup, we have 5 big spaces in which to categorize the cardboard pieces. Let's call this Mike's Secrets to Happiness. The blue space is the fundamental human needs for survival. They were well defined by Abraham Maslow. Can you name one or two? There's air, water, sleep, food, and shelter. The green space is where we will define the modernized needs from the study that we print in. The yellow space is basically our aspirations and our identity. This can include things like becoming a professional gamer or simply being a well-rounded financial analyst. The orange section is where most of us spend our free time, when we have pretty much nothing to do. It can also be seen as the appreciation of others' work. For example, it can range from watching a movie, enjoying the filmmaker's efforts to make it real nice, or even going to a nice restaurant and enjoying what the chef proposes to you. Now, before we go ahead and reveal the green section, let me show you the red one. I call it the illusions of happiness. It's everything that comes to your mind. So there's money, there's fame, and there's power or control. So as I said, the study will help us populate this section. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that we can simply focus on this green section and try to step away from the red one. By doing so, the yellow section and the orange one will self-fulfill with your current free time. This, my friend, is the best cure-all I found for depression that I suggest to my inner circle, and it never failed me in the past. When we browse through this study, we can find really quickly the key environmental changes, and it lists everything. So from obesity to diet. So there are 5 key points, which I'll not go through in this video. This is basically what we need to replace this with. So let me get this off. The first one, which is the opposite of obesity, is fitness. Fitness is achieved through a healthy diet and also enough physical activity, light and sleep. So having enough sunlight in your daily lives and also having enough sleep for you to feel energized. And the last one is the social environment. So when you get a good balance of these 5 aspects of your life, your aspirations and your identity will self-fulfill. You will become more and more happy, and you will be able to achieve most of your goals. Of course, you will forget about the illusions of happiness, and you will spend less of your free time on appreciation of others' work, and you will be more focused about your own work, and also maybe helping or supporting some people in your inner circle. We're just coming back from the movies, and I wanted to clarify. I guess I'm just talking about this because I think it's one of the most important things in life, to have an impact on the world. And I know I wouldn't give back as much if I was not following that baseline. And the simple fact that it's kind of supported by science makes it even more worthwhile. Just taking the time to focus my attention on so few elements is helping me so much. I just go into life step by step, and then I know that I'm gonna be able to achieve the biggest goals of my life. And if I'm able to inspire only a single soul, well, that's fine by me. Now it's time to head on home.